Hey everybody, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Good evening. Hello. Welcome in. Hello. Mm-hmm. Welcome in, welcome in. I have my yoke is iron, I'm weary. Hey everybody. My yoke is easy, my burden's light. I know what seems to me is easy for you. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, everybody. It's easy for you. Tonight we're going to be in the book of Exodus, and we're about to do the radio station as well. Just give me a second. Freedom is easy in your presence. I'm gonna leave right there. Deliverance is easy in your presence. Healing is easy in your presence. In your presence. In your presence. Freedom is easy in your presence. I pray you guys' day has been going well. It depends on where you are, because I'm still trying to get my hours together. I was on a 7-hour time lapse. So yeah, I'm getting it together. Okay, so tonight we're going to be in the book of Exodus. And I'm going to be in Exodus 4, 3 and 4. I'm going to start off different, and I'm going to end off the same way as I started. It's this one paraphrase that God uses in here, or this one scripture that he uses in here that he specifically told me he wants to use it in the beginning and in the end. And that's how he wants me to start it, and that's how he wants me to end it. But we're mainly going to be in the book of Exodus 3. But we're starting off in Exodus 4, and we're going to be in verses 19 and 20. So that's where he wants me to start it and end it in the same as I began, or whatever. But let me get ready for this radio. Find it. I had to get to the app. Sorry, y'all. Okay. I'm all discombobulated. This is my first radio station back, so hopefully I get one take. We shall see. I'm tired. Let's get all the yarns out. Oh, Facebook shouting out where they're from. They not even waiting. They said Mississippi, Cleveland, Mississippi, and Detroit, Michigan. Yes. Okay. It says, see, take your time. Okay, you guys. I'm ready to go to sleep right after this. So I'm gonna knock out. Facebook don't care. They said Phoenix, Arizona. They don't care. They over there in it. Cape Cod. And then I see Kingston, North Carolina, and then Washington, D.C. Period, Florida all up in here. Philly, Tampa, Florida coming up in here hot and heavy. Detroit trying to rep too. Chicago is Orlando. Tennessee, Florida, New Jersey. Apparently everybody's gonna tell me where they from. Quebec in Canada. Lamont. I see Pennsylvania. That's what we're gonna say. ATL, El Paso, and then Myrtle Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Florida born, Alabama raised, St. Cloud, Florida. That's not too far from me. California, South Carolina, Baltimore, Pennsylvania, Texas, Canada. I can't even say that city. I ain't gonna play with y'all. Kenya and Indiana. Arizona, LA. LA was busy, y'all. I just left there. It was crazy. New Zealand, Tennessee. I really want to go to Tennessee so bad. Let me see. Pittsburgh. Yes, Georgia, Wisconsin, Milwaukee to be specific. Georgia. Yeah, I want to go see, I want to go climb some mountains, but they got them bears there. Even though I got bears here, so I shouldn't even be talking. New Jersey, Chicago, Florida, and Georgia. Talking about congratulations, Chicago. Daughter of the Most High in Judah. You can do it alive. Returning. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, everybody's like, I'm finna talk to you today. Okay, let me get it all together before I get to this radio. Let me talk to y'all. Y'all want my attention. I got you. Maine, Vacation Island. Arkansas. What is it? Alaska. Can't even say that one either. Y'all know I be skimming the words I can't say. I ain't finna play with y'all. Salem, North Carolina. Colorado. I was in Durango, Colorado. That's where I was in March. So I know about Colorado, if I can say it correctly. Louisiana. We got bears. We got bears here, so I don't even know why I even said that. We got bears, gators, anacondas. We got everything here. South Carolina, Columbia, ATL again. Thank you. Virginia and Minnesota. Yeah, I mean, we got everything here in Florida. When I went to Oregon, when I was in Hawaii, they was like, why are you here when you come from an exotic island? I'm like, ain't nothing exotic over here. Missouri. I think when you grew up in Florida, it's nothing special. Pennsylvania, Australia, Virginia, Minnesota, North Judson, Indiana, and Winsboro, Louisiana. Wait, we have bears in Florida? Yeah, I'm in North Central Florida. We got all kind of bears here. When I grew up, it was nothing but forest behind us. So it was bears. We had the wolves. We had so many frogs you couldn't even really sleep. We had not armadillos, raccoons. We had all kind of stuff they used to catch. We had all kind of stuff because it was like before they cut everything down. Yeah, gators, all that. Black panthers. We had all that back there. Humble, Texas. Yeah. When I visited Florida, I was getting chased by little lizards. Oh, lizards everywhere. If you don't want to see lizards, you can't, you don't want to even come here if you don't want to see lizards and mosquitoes. That's what we got the most of. Yeah, North Florida is crazy. We had almost everything. Key West is in the bottom. You should be straight down there besides hurricanes. Yeah, it's our own little island down in Key West. Let me see. Grasshoppers. We got locusts, grasshoppers. We got praying mantises. We got all kind of stuff. Tell me, I'm from Chicago. I was terrified of the lizards. Yes. Okay, let me see. Orlando. Spiders for sure. Tons of them. Small lizards everywhere in Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale, y'all should have them iguanas coming close to Miami. Mosquitoes in Florida, no joke. I was bit by 13 in one day. Roaches, tons. Yes, we got every literally creeping thing that you can imagine here in Florida. Almost everything. It's like its own little wow zone here. Apopka is more like the hood part. Like I stayed there in Apopka, and I stayed on Apopka Island and in Ocoee. Yeah, the second day I stayed there, we got robbed gunpoint at Little Caesars down there. It was crazy. I see Loretta, Maryland. Hey, everybody. Dallas, Texas. Stopping by to tell you each and one that Daily for Happiness. Yes. Yeah, Popka's his own little city. Popka and Pine Hills in Orlando. Yeah. Chicago, Canada. You hunt the best one every day. Eastern. No, we don't have diamondbacks here. Yeah, we don't have diamondback rattlesnakes. That's more like Arizona and Nevada that way. We don't have diamondbacks here unless somebody brought it here. Trinidad, Tennessee, Oklahoma. I love you guys too. Thank you. Yeah. No, I've never ran into a rattlesnake unless it's like at like one of their little exhibits. South Carolina, Detroit, Michigan. Thank you. Alabama, El Paso, Texas has forerunners and honey toads. Horny toads, however you say it. Youngstown, Ohio, Tennessee. Yeah, the wildlife here is crazy. Florida has the best food. Let me tell you. See, my friend, she stayed in New Mexico. And I went there and I couldn't eat nothing. The food wasn't great. Nothing against y'all. Just couldn't eat it because I'm from Florida. So then when I was in Hawaii, me and him, we really couldn't eat nothing because it's not like home. It's something about down south food from Alabama, Georgia, and Florida. We all got our own food. I'm even going to throw South Carolina in there. We all got our own kind of food. And when you go different places, like I'm expecting to have that kind of food. When I don't have it, I just push the plate back because I don't really want it. So I got a plan for next time I travel is to bring my own seasonings and stuff so I can cook my own food. And yeah. And there's nothing against other people. It's just like something about these states and how we cook is just different. New York City. Talking about awful food in New Mexico. Texas too. Youngstown, Ohio. Ocala, Florida. Roaches, bad mosquitoes. Yeah, Ocala right here by me. Ocala 20 minutes away. Yes. Ocala got all the mosquitoes. Southern California has the best Spanish food and carne asada. I don't know if I tried that one yet. And chicken all day pizza here. Let me see. Soul food is the best here in Texas. I don't know. I've been in Texas. I haven't tried the food, so I can't speak on y'all behalf. But I've been to all these other places, and I've ate there. So until I test out the Texas food, I don't know. Because bigger ain't always better. We gonna see. Talking about I had gotten Chinese food on the East Coast, and it hits better. I'm not a big fan of Chinese food. So I'm just like soul food, seafood, and I like Italian. Let me see. Hi from Colorado, reside in Philly. Cook you some grits, period. They didn't have grits nowhere, bro. They didn't have grits nowhere. And I was so mad because I love me some cheese grits and like nobody served them. Yeah, in New Mexico, Colorado, they didn't have it in LA, they didn't have it in Hawaii. And I'm just like, how don't y'all have grits? Like, that's common breakfast. Let me see. St. Louis has the best soul food. I gotta see. Send me a plate. Let me see. Please pray for you. I got you. Greens and cornbread. The man saw the other day. Nah, I'm agree with you there. Hawaii had the best fruit ever. The best fruit ever. Wait a minute. Yes, ma'am. We have grits. They ain't had none where I was. I was in Durango, though. And then we went to Aztec in New Mexico, and they didn't have none there. Let me see. St. Louis, Italian. Nah, I want some of that. Where you come from? Hold on. Where you come and taste some food we're cooking. We'll be convinced. I live in Texas, Humble, Texas. Have you ever ate oxtails? Have I ever ate oxtails? Bro, I'm from Florida. Yeah. High in Puerto Rico. I went to San Juan and Old San Juan in Puerto Rico. Now they have some great food. Great food. When I say great food, the best. Like it was hands down. The chicken, oh my goodness. Yeah. Puerto Rico had like some of the best food I've had. Let me see. I was just there. I'm from Kangas. I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm sorry. Okay, I need to get to this. Y'all done got me sidetracked on the word. We supposed to get in this word. Y'all had to wake me up though because I was getting really sleepy. I did have some of the best oxtail, cabbage, red beans, and rice from Florida food truck. That had to be like a Jamaican or a Haitian food truck. The way you put all of those together, that's how they make their food. Soul food don't really, the oxtails don't really come with the cabbage, a little bit different. But they have really good food there, especially if it had red beans. And most likely it wasn't red beans, it was some kind of peas. Either way it go, it's still real good. Watch it from Pakistan. And let me see. Lemasai. I don't know what that one means. Cameroon. That's Africa, right? I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me see. Oh, yeah, it was one of them. Okay, yeah. Because soul food, we make our oxtails different. Just a little bit different. It's still the same, though. It's still the same, but it's a differentiation from their food and our food, but it's still good. Cameroon has some great food. Wisconsin, the Bahamas, as long as they're fried. Thank you. Yes, I'm going to be in Exodus 3. Yes, it's Africa. Thank you. Because I'm like, I think that's Africa. And we all over here talking about food. And I wasn't even hungry, but now I'm hungry. Yes, Exodus 3 is where we're going to be based off. I'm going to start it off at Exodus 4, verse 19 and 20. And we're going to start in a couple seconds. We live in the same city and love to connect. Why do you feel like this? Did I cook dinner tonight? I sure did not. I stopped to Winn-Dixie. If you don't know Winn-Dixie is, it's a grocery store, and they have some fried chicken, and I got 2 boxes. I sure did not. Now, I cooked yesterday. I did not cook today. What happened? My kids didn't charge this up. Hold on, y'all. I told their little butts to charge this up, too. Give me a second. My kids didn't charge the tablet up, so I gotta charge it up. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Thought we were good to go. That's not the case. Sorry, y'all. Okay. It's just me, y'all. My kids didn't charge the tablet up. I didn't even check the percentage when I tried to get on. So I'm having some technical difficulties. That's probably why the Lord didn't let me start yet. Yes. I'm gonna probably have to take it and do it this way, so we can all be on one accord and get this to charge up. Yep, the Lord would not let me start yet. And I'm like, that's odd. So just hold on 1 second. I'm getting it together. They didn't charge the other tablet up, so I didn't know. Let's get it started. Is this even the charger for it? Those little pesky kids of mine. I'm sorry. let me get it together technically. How tall am I? I'm 5'9", and my husband is 6'2", almost 6'3". Well, his ID says 6'3", but he tried to be like he's 6'2". He's tall as heck. I could put on heels and he's still taller than me, like super tall. Yeah, like we're all really tall. All my brothers are 6'2", 6'3", and then my second youngest, he's 6'5". So yeah, my sister is the short one of the bunch. She's 5'5". Yeah, my mom, I think she's 6 foot. So yeah, we're really tall. Okay, let me cut this on, and then we should be rocking and rolling in a second. I tell you, these little kids of mine, they messed up my vibe. They just sit up here and didn't charge up one thing, but watching some doggone Cocomelon somewhere, not paying one bill. And you never liked being tall? I didn't until I became an adult, and I absolutely loved being my height. Especially when I was modeling, and you had to, before they allowed everybody to model, it was something unique that no one else really had. So I like that portion of it. Where is the right charger? Y'all, I swear, I don't know what my kids did with it. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. When I find the right one, I'll let y'all know. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. Maybe I don't. I swear. And then they're sleeping good, like they done paid a bill. Okay. I might have to just do it out Facebook tonight. They might have to miss out, and I don't want them to miss out because I have you guys, which is great. But I know they want to be present for it. But I might just save this and then just try to get them on a little later. Because that look like it need a lot of charging. Yeah. Okay. So we're just going to carry on without Facebook tonight. And just let that charge up. Or I might try to get on Facebook for them a little bit later. Okay. So we're getting ready to begin. If you guys are ready. So, then I just feel like I'm so far away. So close. Okay. There we go. Are we better? We're back in. We're better. Got it. Okay. So, we're going to start off in the book of Exodus. And God said, begin it and end it the same way, which is Exodus 4, verses 19 and 20. Begin it off with that and end it off with that because it's significance in that. And then just reading pretty much all of Exodus 3. And we're just going to let Holy Spirit flow and do what he needs to do because this wasn't my ideal plan. And I really didn't understand where he wanted me at. I just knew that he had me on the chapter 4 since Sunday. And now I want to cut on. Since Sunday, he had me in verse 4, in chapter 4. And it's just been repeating and repeating and repeating. And so tonight, when I was sitting back and I was like, God, what do you want me to do for the radio show? And I opened up the book. And right before I got to chapter 4, it went to chapter 3. And I began to read. And the words began to jump off the page for me. And I said, oh, I understand now. I get it now. So, that's where we're going to be. And now the tablet wants to cut on. I tell you. Yes. Have kids, they say. It'll be fun, they say. Yes. So, yeah. There we go. And then we're going to live it. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. We're in there now. We're in there. Okay. So, sorry, Facebook. The kids didn't charge the battery. So, we had bad connection. So, now I have to have it sideways for you guys to even get what I'm even talking about. So, sorry about that. But we got some technical issues happening. And I didn't check. And I should always check behind my kids. There we go. Okay, so I'm about to get ready to begin. Boom. And we're all in. Everybody's in. Everybody's counted for. And we're about to get it going. So, one take, hopefully. And we're about to begin. 3, 2. Hi, everyone. This is Pastor Lindaria. And we are back for the first time. And I have an announcement. This is the first time I've been on a radio station since I got married. So we have some name changes and also some title changes. So on October 15th, 2023, I was ordained as Reverend Lindaria Watts, and my last name changed to Lindaria Watts Mobley. So this is a new sign on for me. So hello, hello, hello. And I'm just happy to be back. Sorry I missed last week, but I'm back like I never left with a fresh word from God. So today, God has me in the book of Exodus. And I didn't really know where he was going with it other than he had Exodus 4 on my head since Sunday and it wouldn't go away. So I was just talking with God and I asked him, like, what do you want? Like, how do you want it all to correlate together? Like, how do you want this to come together? And he gave me a word and it began to leap off of the pages and jump out at me, and I knew that this was a right now word, an on time word for us. So Spirit of the living God, fall fresh on us. Holy Spirit, you're blessed and you're welcome into this room. I ask that you come in and take all of me out and add all of you in. No nerves, no fear, no stress, no worries. Just letting you flow freely. Only your voice and not mine. Take all of me out so you can do what only you can do. This is a right now word for your children, Father God, and we don't want to miss one bit of it. Wisdom, I ask that you come into the room and you help decrease me and you help me articulate the words so everyone can get it, from every nation, from every denomination, from every nationality. Just let us all get this right now message and let no one be left behind. Let no one be left behind and everyone walk away with substance, filled with food, filled with drink, filled with substance. So, Father God, thank you for blessing me and allowing me to read this word and just let it minister to their souls. It's in your mighty name I pray. Jesus Christ's name, amen, amen, and amen. So, we're going to be in Exodus 4. And in Exodus 4, verse 19 and 20 is how he wants me to start it off and how he wants me to actually end it off. So, Exodus 4 reads as follows. Now the Lord has said to Moses in Midian, go back to Egypt, for all the men who wanted to kill you are now dead. So Moses took his wife and his sons and put them on a donkey and started back to Egypt. And he took his staff, took the staff of God in his hand. God had me focus on what he told him to do. Originally, Moses ran from Egypt because he killed someone, and he was running for his life or running scared. So he ran away and he had to spend 40 years in the desert, and he got his wife and his kids in the desert. God has now come back to him and he's speaking to him and he's letting him know that he was the chosen one and that all of this had to happen in order for him to now go back and set the captives free. But he was in hiding, or he was in the wilderness for a good minute until it was time for him to go back. The key words that God had in this is go back. But he had me sit with it. And he said, the men who wanted to kill you are now dead. The very men that sought to take Moses' life were the one that was actually in the ground before Moses. He said that you're going to see them go before you. Everyone who wished bad on you, everyone that calculated your death, everyone that plotted against you. He says you will outlive the enemies. You will outlive the persecutors. You will outlive the very people that came up against you, that plotted up against you. You're going to outlive them. And you're going to go back and get what's rightfully yours. You're going to go back to the beginning to get back everything that God has for you. You're going back, baby. You're going back. So now we're going to go to Exodus 3. Now we get into the meat and potatoes of this message. Let's get it. So in Moses 3, in Exodus 3, Moses is talking to God. So in Moses 3, there's a burning bush. Moses probably thinking he gone crazy, because now there's a burning bush and there's a voice in the burning bush. Moses is like, what? What is happening? What in the world is happening right now? Anyway, so in chapter 3, verse 3, so Moses thought, I will go over and see this. Matter of fact, let's go up some. 2, the angel of the Lord appeared to him in flames of the fire from within a bush. Moses saw that though the bush was on fire, it did not burn up. So he's looking at this bush being consumed by fire, supposedly. With the regular eye, you would think that this bush is about to get devoured, but it didn't. It didn't consume the bush. So now it got Moses' attention, because it could have just been a bush that's on fire, but it wasn't being consumed. So he was like, let me go over here and investigate this bush a little bit. He said he saw it, and though the bush was on fire, it did not burn up. So Moses thought, I will go over and see this strange sight, why this bush does not burn up. When you start seeing strange things in your normal life, it's time to do a little investigating. God is trying to get your attention. He knew that he had to do the unusual to get Moses' attention. In the desert, things catch on fire all the time. It's hot. It's all the time. It's going to burn up. You're not going to think anything unusual about a burning bush. But when you hear a voice come out of it, and then when you see the bush is on fire, but it's not on fire, now it has your attention. God is saying, pay attention to your everyday sights. The things that's supposed to not look the way it's looking, but it's looking the way it's looking. And you're like, wait, what? Pay attention to the normalcy. God used a normal, everyday thing that happens in the desert to catch his attention. Pay attention to what's around you and pay attention to your surroundings. God is about to do something to get your attention. 4, when the Lord saw that he had gone over to look, God called to him from within the bush, Moses, Moses. I love that. I love when God calls twice. I love when he lets you know, like, I'm calling you. There's no mistake about you. I'm calling you. Moses, Moses. Got your attention now, Moses? It's not no mistake, because I would have been like, Moses. And you were like, did somebody call my name? Did somebody call me? Moses, Moses. Got his attention. And Moses said, here I am. Here I am. He didn't even question who it is. He already knew something unusual was happening. And for the voice to call his name twice, they knew who he was. There was no doubt about it. God is looking for you to answer just like Moses did. When you hear that name twice, when you hear God calling your name twice, he's looking for you to know that it is you and you're ready. Moses didn't say, who? What? You're calling me from a bush? That's strange. He turned around and he said, here I am. Here I am. It reminds me of Samuel, where he went to Eli and he went back and he said, tell him, here I am. Here I am. the next call you're going to get from God, that's going to have to be your answer. Here I am. Do not come any closer, God said. Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy ground. Then he said, I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. At this, Moses hid his face because he was afraid to look at God. God gave us credentials just like that. Let me tell you who I am, just in case you get anything misconstrued. I am the God of Abraham. I am the God of Isaac. I am the God of Jacob. I am that I am. Make no mistake about it. Ain't no other voices talking to you. The I am is speaking to you. God gave his resume so quickly and so freely, just in case you need to know who I am. This is the generations that I've done. This is the product that I've done. These are the generations and lineages that I made come from me. This is who I am. I'm their father, and I'm yours as well, if you would allow me to be. Here I am. 7. The Lord said, I have indeed seen the misery of my people in Egypt. I have heard them crying out because of their slaves, because of their slave drivers, and I am concerned about their suffering. So I have come down to rescue them from the hand of the Egyptians and to bring them out of that land and into a good and spacious land, a land flowing with milk and honey, and a home of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. And now the cry of Israel has reached me, and I have seen the way of the Egyptians and how they are oppressing them. So God is saying that I've heard my people crying. I've seen it, and now I have heard them crying out because of the slave drivers. And this is where God is saying he wants you to pay attention, because it doesn't matter what country you are in right now. The world is in suffering. It doesn't matter what part of the world you're in, from South Africa to Nigeria to China to Palestine to Israel to Honduras to wherever. Everyone, Haiti, everyone is suffering right now. Everyone is suffering. Every nationality, every ethnicity, everyone is suffering. Everyone. But the rich are getting richer, and the poor are getting poorer. And they're living a great life. And we're all out here trying to bust our butts, doing 3 and 4 jobs, doing side hustles, DoorDash, Lyfts, Ubers, whatever we can do to try to make ends meet. We're all trying to make it, each and every last one of us. But then you see these people on these yachts not worried about one thing, raising up rent 3 times higher, and food prices are astronomical, and we can't afford an everyday life where children are starving and being sex trafficked, and all these things are happening. Everyone is crying. The world is groaning right now. We're all hungry. We're all trying to make it. We're all hungry right now. And God is saying, I hear the groaning pains. I hear the cry of my people. I hear everyone's prayers. And everyone's prayer is for financial breakthrough. Everyone is in dire need of some bill to be paid, or just to have a couple $100 in savings, so if something does happen, they don't have to rob Peter to pay Paul, or they don't have to go without. Everyone is in need right now. Everyone. Yet everyone else that has, the authority and the power, they're worried about world wars and sending billions of dollars in places that didn't need to be, and they're not doing right with the people's money. And they're taxing everything. They're saying, if you got over $600 in Cash App, we need to have some taxes on that, because we need to get richer. We need to line our pockets even more. And I don't care that we're not going to do right with the money, but you're not going to get it either. And all of us are sitting here like, God, you don't see? God, you don't see us? God, you're not helping? God, you're not going to come in and help your people? We're starving here, God. We're one paycheck away from homelessness. We are homeless. We are living in our cars. We have teeny tiny houses. If it get teeny tinier, we're going to be in a doghouse, God. God, help your people. God, help your people. Help your people, God. And he's saying, I heard your cries. I hear your cries. And I'm about to step in. It wasn't all for nothing. It wasn't all for nothing. I understand. I understand it all. And I'm coming in. And I'm coming in. He said, because of the slave drivers, I am concerned about their suffering. I love the fact that God says, I am concerned about their suffering. God is concerned with the very things that is concerning you. He feels your pain. He knows your pain. He knows where you're hurting. You're not suffering in vain. You're not suffering in silence. He knows your pain, and he's concerned. And he says, so I have come down to rescue them. God is about to rise up people for such a time as this. Fearless people, courageous people that are going to go to war with the very people that are going to war with you, that are going to contend against the very people that are contending against you right now. God is raising up the Moseses. He's raising them up. He says, I'm going to send them in a land flowing with milk and honey. And I like to go down to the context. It says milk and honey. This is a statement picturing agricultural abundance. The honey included honey from grapes or dates, as well as the honey from bees. The juice was boiled down to produce a thick syrup. And when it says, I will be with you, it says, the significance of God's name is I am who I am, as it relates to his presence to his people. But let me go back up. 9. And now the cry of Israel has reached me, and I have seen the way the Egyptians are oppressing them. So now go. I am sending you to Pharaoh to bring my people, the Israelites, out of Egypt. God is saying he's about to send some people to free his people. He says, I've heard the cry. It has reached me, and I've seen the way that you have been handled. And I'm not just leaving this to where God says Israel and the Egyptians. This is worldwide right now. This is worldwide right now. The people who have the power are the government and the governmental officials and all the people that are up there, the big wigs. They're the ones that are oppressing and keeping everyone oppressed. And God is saying, I hear my people. And I know you guys physically can't do anything. You can vote, but who are you going to vote for? The lesser evils? And he's saying it's corrupt all the way around, and my people have no way out, but I am the way. He says, I am the way. And I'm about to send my son and my children to come rescue you. I am about to come rescue you. He says, I see the corruption. I heard the corruption. And I'm about to set my captives free. I am coming. I am coming. Don't think that this is just one place. This is worldwide. This is for the nations. This word is for the nations, and I pray that it gets to who it needs to get to. I pray that it hits every place in this atmosphere, and that everyone understands that God is about to come set his people free. He says, I'm about to bring them out. But Moses said to God, who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt? And God said, I will be with you. And this will be the sign to you that it is I who have sent you. When you have brought the people out of Egypt and you worship God on the mountain. Do you see how God didn't even address Moses when he said, who am I? God says, I'm going to be with you. What do you mean, who are you? I'm going to speak. Go to the place. Go to the place I'm going to send you. Open your mouth, because I don't care who you are. I'm about to use you. I don't care if you're a cat or a dog. Open your mouth and I'm about to use you. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your denomination is. I don't care what your background is. I don't care what ethnicity you are. I don't care what language you speak. In Acts chapter 2, they were all under one sound, and suddenly there was a sound from heaven as of a rushing mighty wind, and it filled the house where they were sitting, and all of them were able to hear each other. All of them were able to understand each other from every different tongue. God says, get to the place. and let me use you. Get to the place and allow me to flow freely through you. Because it is not you that is speaking, says God. I'm speaking. And I am that I am. Moses said to God, suppose I go to the Israelites and say to them, the God of your fathers has sent me to you. And they ask me, what is his name? Then what shall I tell them? God said to Moses, I am who I am. I am who I am. This is what you are to say to the Israelites. I am has sent me to you. I am has sent me to you. When you get to these places and when you get to the place of nowhere, of KNOW, where God is about to take you, and they ask you, of what God do you serve? Let them know that the I am sent you. That I am has sent me to you. Let them know. They go think you crazy. What do you mean I am? Repeat it until it sits in their soul. Repeat it until it dwells in them. Repeat it until they start saying that I am. Repeat it. God says, go tell them I am. I am that I am. I don't need to put no fancy title on me. I am who I am. God said to Moses, say to the Israelites, the Lord, the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob has sent me to you. This is my name forever. This is my name forever. The name by which I am remembered from generation to generation. He says, tell them that I am the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob forever. And that generation to generation will remember me as such forever. Go assemble the elders of Israel and say to them, the Lord, the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, appeared to me and said, I have watched over you and seen what has been done to you in Egypt. And I have promised to you to bring you up out of your misery in Egypt into the land of Canaan, the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Perizzites, the Hittites, and the Jebusites, a land of flowing with milk and honey. The elders of Israel will listen to you. Then the elders are to go take you to the king of Egypt and say to them, the Lord, the God of the Hebrews, have met with us. Let us take a 3-day journey into the desert and offer up sacrifices to the Lord. But I know the king of Egypt will not let you in unless a mighty hand compels him. So I will stretch out my hand and strike the Egyptians with all the wonders that I will perform among them, and he will let you go. God is saying he knows that they're not going to listen. They're stubborn people. They're stiff-necked people. They don't care that your God sent you. They don't care that he's a God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They don't care. They don't even believe in your God. But he says, I'm going to strike them with so many wonders that when I'm done, they go know who I am. And they go know that I sent you. And let me tell you what you're getting ready to take with you as you're walking into your next, as you're walking into your land of milk and honey flowing. Let me tell you what's your portion. And I will make the Egyptians favorably disposed towards the people. So when you leave, you will not go empty-handed. Every woman is to ask her neighbor and any woman living in her house for articles of silver and gold and clothing, which you will put on your sons and your daughters, and you will have plunder from the Egyptians. You're going to walk away with everything that God has for you. You not just going to go tell them to let my people go and they're going to let them go. Yes, but my people are going to walk away with more than what they had. They enslaved my people, but they're going to pay them what they owe them. In fact, they're going to make sure that their children and their children's children walk away with the plunders that they have, the necklaces, the gold, the silver, all of the things that belong to them. Their children are going to walk away with it for this generation and the one after. God is saying, go tell them I said, let my people go. Go tell them I said, give my children what's theirs and give my children what's theirs. He says, you will walk away with the plunder of the Egyptians. They're not only going to have to let you go, they're going to have to pay you what they owe you and some. Moses answered, what if they do not believe me or listen to what I say? The Lord did not appear to you. The Lord said to him, what is this in your hand? I love that. What is this in your hand? What do you got in your hand that God can use? Moses is still not understanding that God is saying, I'm going to do what it do. And not only am I going to make it do what it do, you're going to walk away with everything that you're supposed to have and everything that was theirs that wasn't theirs, because they have the gall to live in houses that they did not build and call it theirs. They have nerve to live on land that they did not plow and eat food that they did not grow. And God is saying they cannot sit with that anymore. Gluttony, I'm about to take it away. And not only are you going to walk into your Canaan, your land of good fruit, your fruitful land, your fruitful ground, you're going to walk away with the things that I give you. Choice silver, choice gold, choice plunder. You're going to walk away with the bag, baby, because I said it. You're going to get everything that is rightfully yours. They can't hold it anymore. I don't care who they are and what God they think they serve. But we serve the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And he says, let my people go. And when you let my people go, pay my people what you owe them. Pay my people what you owe them. You around here vacationing and having a good life and my people can't even eat. Who do you think I am? You don't think I'm going to hear my people? You don't think I hear their cries? You don't think I'm going to come rescue my people? You don't think I hear them? I'm about to step in. Now go tell them to let my people go. And if they think it's a game, I'm going to show them how it's played. If they think it's a game, I'm going to show them how it's played. What do you got in your hand, Moses? A staff? Stretch it out. Put it on the ground. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to them. I'm going to show you the signs. I'm going to show you the wonders. I'm going to show you the miracles. And I'm going to show you how you're about to walk away with the bag in your hand and freedom on the horizon. It is yours for the taking. You have to believe. You have to believe that God is concerned with what is concerning you. And he heard your cries. And he is coming. It might have took a good minute. But we are made for such a time as this. God is raising up the Moseses. And he's saying that they're about to be fearless. And they're about to look the enemies in the face. And they're about to say, let God's people go. Let them go. Let them go. And the I am sent me. Here I am, God, use me. Here I am, God, use me. Here I am, God, use me. Huh. My name is Lendaria Watts Mobley. My title is Reverend. You can find me on TikTok as Reverend Lendaria Watts Mobley. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram, both verified at Lendaria Watts Mobley. And you can find me on YouTube at Lendaria Watts Mobley as well. I pray that this message was a blessing. I pray that you understand that God is raising up his people to set his captives free. No longer are you going to be in pain. No longer will you be suffering. God has heard you from mountain to mountain, from nation to nation, from country to country. He hears you, and he's about to set you free. And you're going to walk away with the spoils of war that you did not even have to fight, and that freedom is your portion. I pray this was a blessing. I love you all, and until next time. Okay, you guys, I pray that that made sense to you guys. That's how God gave it to me. I couldn't add any more to it. I forgot to end it off as I began. Dang, God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're telling me right now that the people that wanted to kill Moses, that they were actually dead. Dang it, I forgot that little part, but it's okay. It's okay. I started it off the way God wanted me to. Let me send this over. Okay. There we go. Yes. So I pray that that made sense, and I pray that, you know, it made sense to a lot of people, because God is about to do some things, and the people that were afraid to speak are about to be speaking like nobody's business. And I don't know why every time I get on live, this little microphone just keeps popping up everywhere. This is the kids' microphone, and it keeps popping up everywhere I am. But I think that God is just basically saying that it's about to find some people. And then if you're scared, you can't be scared, because God is literally about to put a microphone in your hand and you're about to speak to his people. You're literally about to hold on to that microphone. You might be in the crowd and somebody might recognize you and they might pass you that microphone because you have a voice for the nations. And God is saying that you're about to be one of those ones that God said, do you see this burning bush? Moses, Moses, whatever your name is, he's going to say it twice, and your response is going to be pivotal. It's going to catapult you into the next. And he's saying, are you going to say, here I am, or are you going to walk away? He says, your call is too high for you to even try to walk away, honestly. But this little microphone keeps popping up everywhere that I am, and he's just saying that you're about to be called to the forefront. Here I am is going to be your response. You're not seeking it, but it's about to find you. This little kid's microphone keeps following me everywhere. And God is saying, are you going to pick it up? Are you going to pick it up? Are you going to pick it up when he hands it to you? Here I am, God. Here I am. That's it. That's all. Okay, your girl tired. So I'm about to hit the sheets. Get me a good bath and hit the sheets. But I love you all, and I pray that this was some substance, and have a great night. And we had fun in the beginning. So have a great night, you guys.